add ourselves in here to the stream. Here we go, one by one. Unmute yourselves if you've muted. And gonna add these knuckleheads on in.
Hey!
All righty. Sorry.
All right.
Always
hey, everybody.
Getting on. Oh, shoot. Wait, that's not me.
Casey looks good. Oh.
Get out of here, Corbin.
Oh, I thought that was you, Casey.
I know. I've been counting my calories lately. And,
You're looking
You
good.
look great.
Okay. All righty. So here's the deal. We are going to bring on some special guests tonight. But before we do, I just have to let everybody who's in the queue know that to bring them on, we are going to have to, unfortunately, kick the last person in the queue out to bring them on. And then you can rejoin after. So if you are towards the back of the queue, you will know that will be you. Sorry. And you can just join as soon as they're back in. In the meantime, yes. Okay. Everyone is set up and ready to roll.
Go.
In the meantime, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining, so much for watching. Tonight is a celebratory night because we are finally launching pre-orders to the public for our new album, Homesick for Another World. It is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. We've been working on this for a long time, and we are just excited as hell. Sorry, bringing in some comments here. I know who that was.
Oh, I know who that is.
So anyways, let's see. Dom has the schedule of things. So Dom is actually going to be the timekeeper tonight. He's going to keep us on track because these live streams have a way of finding themselves getting out of hand. But the general progression of things is going to be as follows. Are you guys hearing, by the way, any sort of reverberation? Anything wrong with the vocals here? No? Okay.
Not me.
No b-holes. Okay, perfect.
No b-holes.
That's the rule. That's the rule.
Okay, so we're going to start out just talking a little bit about Homesick for Another World. And in fact, Dom, if you could do me a favor in the meantime, if you could just text me the link to that the progression of things document while I'm speaking, that would be wonderful because I must have closed it out right before this.
I'm on it.
In fact, Brendan, if you can talk a little bit about just pre-orders opening in general while I fix Dom's microphone situation really quick. I have a thing I'm going to fix, and that would be wonderful.
Yes. So, hey, you might want to mute yourself, Dom.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, today we opened pre-orders. We're all super excited. We didn't really know what to do with this launch. We basically were given this artwork. I'm going to show it to you now. This is the album cover for Homesick for Another World. If you haven't seen it, here it is. Let's see if this works. It's kind of weird in the center of the screen, but this is it right here. So we kind of, it's kind of desert-y. It's magical realism. It's got these elements that are like symbolic. I don't know. It's cool. It's very different from the stuff we have in the past. So we kind of went desert themed and did a lot of used a lot of turquoise and orange and this nice brown. Like here's the poster for the pre-order. I think it's just so cool. It's 24 by 36, so it's a pretty big poster. But all this art was designed by Henry Hablack, who's a killer tattoo artist. Is he out of Portland? Is that where he's
from? You know what? I believe so, but this is a bad
Anyways.
time to figure that out.
Yeah, on the spot. Anyways, yeah, he's an amazing tattoo artist, and so he designed all the artwork. So we kind of ran with it and used a lot of the symbols to like create hopefully what is pretty magical and fits with like the themes of the album and everything. So
his art looks really cool on all the new merch too. It looks really good.
It kills. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a really good job of like taking, I think, what the feeling of the record is and putting it into images.
Totally.
Lots of people commenting tonight, by the way. So if you're commenting and you don't see your comment show up on here, we'll probably throw it up. But there's a ton of folks on here tonight, way more than we've had in the past. So just FYI.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk you through what we're gonna do tonight, so you all know what to expect. We're gonna start out with a little bit of okay. So basically, we have two guests that are coming on tonight. As soon as we give you this little introduction, we have David Peters, who has a recording studio in Los Angeles that has become kind of our engineering and production mentor. He's a really good friend at this point, but also he's given us just so much of his time and kind of training us from, back when we were in our early 20s till now. He's going to come on and talk a little bit about the process of recording this record. My uncle is a actor and playwright in Los Angeles who actually did acting classes with us over the pandemic.
Oh, it's so much fun.
He is going to join us, and he's actually heard the whole album. He's going to ask us some questions about the album that we'll answer, which I think will be interesting to you guys. We're gonna play a live tune for you, a song from the album, and then just to kick it all off before we get into any of that, I'm actually going to play you guys a little bit of Lonesome and Mad, the song that goes, I feel like I want to go home. And you guys are going to get to hear a little clip of that, which, by the way, I just want to mention, me and Sean have been kind of in love with this guitar player for a really long time. He's been like a guitar kind of hero for us.
Guitar hero, yeah.
A guy named Ariel Posen, who Rolling Stone recently dubbed a modern day guitar hero. We love his slide guitar playing. He's pushing the boundaries of what you do with slide guitar. And when we were finishing this album, we reached out to him to see if he could play some slide on the record, and he agreed. So Ariel Posen is actually playing slide guitar on that bit of Lonesome and Mad that we will play you, which is very cool. And then we're going to open everything up after playing a tune for you live. We're going to open everything up to some Q&A with the Hideout members who support us through our paid membership service. And if there's any time after that, we'll also be answering questions from the comments, or we'll pick up some from time to time. Okay. So.
Just for the record, can you hear me?
Yes, you're very loud.
Am I very loud?
Yeah.
That way over there, some. All right. So for the timekeeping aspect of it, we don't have the Lonesome and Mad increment like in here for the time frame. So we're going to work through that, basically. You have the link. I sent it to you in a text, so when you see that, just know that.
I got it. I'm watching. Yeah.
Not that big of a deal, but.
That's perfect. Tom, right. Thank you for doing that.
It's time to move on to the next.
Great. Okay.
Time up.
Just add like 3 minutes to everything, basically. Yeah. No, thank you. Seriously,
you're doing a good job, though.
We get out of hand super easy. And
it's true. We're lost without you, Tom.
Okay. Yes. Meepus. Okay. I love, by the way, just a side note, I love guys coming on from all over the world. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to move on. Yeah. We are going to play for you a little bit of the music video for Lonesome and Mad. The point of this video was to film something in our living room here that was extremely low budget because we ran out of money for this album. And we think we did a good job making it feel homey. Unfortunately, it all comes together in the end, but we're not going to let you see the end because the song actually comes out December 8th, which we're really excited about. Everyone who's been wondering where the hell this song is, it's coming out December 8th. There's a single with a premiere from some press outlet. We don't know yet, but you will find out. Okay. Ooh. Without further ado, here is a little bit of Lonesome and Mad featuring Ariel Posen.
Hello.
I feel like I wanna go home, but I am home, and the cold and the cold sound, lonesome and mad, from the walnut tree, the flowers you planted have died. saying impediment is the wind that comes through listening.
Unfortunately, that's all we're going to give you tonight.
What a tease!
What a tease. You guys are going to have to wait till December 8th to hear the ending of that song, which is a surprise kind of ending. Great. Okay. Dom, we're doing okay if we add 3 minutes, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a little bit over, but we're doing all right.
By the way, I know a lot of you have come on board as UTR fans in the last like 6 to 8 months, which is crazy because we've been a band for 10 years. You might not know Dom's beautiful face too well. Dom was playing some percussion with us on Adeline, and he has since sort of tried to join the band. So he's been here 5 days a week with us working. I don't know if you guys know, but we work full time doing this. And he's been here morning till night. And so
we can't get rid of him, really.
Can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's like a barnacle.
Infiltrated the system.
We try too. We're really mean to him.
He's been a wonderful help, and he's become a really good friend and bandmate. So to Dom.
Very true.
To Dom.
I spilled my tea during the song, by the way. It's all over my desk. And
you shouldn't do that.
Don't do that. Just try not to do that.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm imagining Dom's voice in my head saying, let's hurry it up. So this is what we're going to do now. We are going to bring on our first special guest, Dave Peters, the owner of Oak House Recording Studio in Los Angeles, California. He's going to try to join the queue. And so unfortunately, I'm going to have to kick the last person here in the queue, which is Beth and Ted. But Beth and Ted, don't worry, we will bring you back on.
We're getting you back on no matter what.
We will absolutely get you back on. It's just a structural, we got to get Dave on. So nobody try to join the queue for a moment. Dave, hopefully you're watching. I'm just going to say, Dave, try now. And I'm going to kick you, Beth and Ted, momentarily.
I love our indie band technology.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, no, I actually brought you on. So hold on. Now I'm going to kick you off. So
now we're going to
bye for a moment, and then bye.
How's it going?
Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I got it. No,
I did it.
Okay,
All right, Dave, try now. Waiting. Boop, beep, boop,
Nicole's
boop.
laughing at you.
Yeah, I know.
These
She
comments
always
are all
does.
so nice.
There we go. Here he is. Okay, we're
here's
bringing on
David.
Dave Peters to talk
There
about
he
the
is.
record in his cool recording studio. Dave, welcome to the stream.
Hey.
Hello, boys. How you
Hey,
doing?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I just want to talk to Dom now because I don't know Dom. I just want to get to know Dom a little bit, so let's just take.
Is that what we're doing?
You'll get to know
Yeah.
him intimately on the next record.
Oh,
That is true.
So,
That is true.
Dave, we miss you. We miss recording and being there and
Yeah, it's
eating
good to see
Daisy
your
Mint Thai
face.
food.
We
Yeah.
miss using all your stuff, Dave.
I wore Casey's sweater
Oh, nice.
That
my
that
favorite
looks
sweater.
so good on you.
just to get him.
Wait, that was here.
No,
How did-
No,
Casey has like a.
I
clone
didn't
of
bring
it
it there. No.
I tried to
I was
get a
like-
sweater.
I
Casey's
put
finding
one
the-
on like that for a video we did, and it didn't fit. It looks exactly
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and I was like, it was like tiny.
Casey
No,
has
but-
one because he wants to be Dave.
I want to secretly be Dave, but Dave, you're hard to imitate. So
Yeah.
I just have a discount version of that sweater.
I'm gonna make you a T-shirt. It just says "Discount Dave."
Dave.
That's gonna
So
That's funny.
So unfortunately, because we're kind of slammed time wise, I'm gonna push us on into talking some album stuff. Are you ready for that, Dave? Who seems cool?
be. Yes.
Okay. Did you have any prepared thoughts, or should we maybe just start riffing on our own? Because I can do it either way. I just didn't know.
I mean, I can tell the story of how it all started to come together.
Sure,
I
let's
would
hear it.
love to
Yeah.
hear your version.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Well, I don't have anything comedic to say, so I should just get on with it. No, I mean, you guys were it's like now, like once a year, you guys kind of all back over this way, visiting friends, visiting family, and we always try to align it with when I've got a hole in the schedule. And this time, I think we had like 4 days or something where you guys were going to be in town. So we're like, let's just do like a 3 or 4 songs. We'll record with Dave. We'll come in and we'll go. And you guys are coming off of doing one of the Airbnbs, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, with Jesse
Yep.
with Basic Printer.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that wasn't like local. Like sometimes you're out in the desert and you're a little closer to California, but this time you were like way up in.
We were in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Wilburn, Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you were at a wedding. And anyway, you guys were driving all over, and I just remember that. Well, how can we make a record? What do we need to bring? And it was going to be the 3 of you in the Prius. And we were trying to figure out how you guys could like Jenga puzzle in or whatever,
That sucked, by the way. That was
Yeah,
pretty rough.
that was a mission with the 1176.
Yeah,
The
it was under-
1176 was like right here for a little bit, and I was like one turn, and that thing is just
Oh my
Flopping
god.
the
my head
floor.
off.
76 for everyone who doesn't know is just a piece of studio equipment that they had that I'm like, maybe I want that. Maybe you should bring it. And they but I wanted them to bring all kind of different instruments, and they needed to bring drums. They needed to bring, of course, all their clothes and all that stuff. So anyway, they piled in here, and I went and borrowed. I've got the whole studio here, but I don't have 100 different instruments, right? So there's a piano here, there's an old pump organ here, there's a one guitar. There's a couple things here, but the studio is big, but the instrument list is small. So these guys piled everything they could into their car, and they arrived for a couple days, and we just started working. And then it's probably about the 3rd day, and we were cruising. We were making some real progress.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you guys started writing songs on the spot.
Sorry.
Can we just fit this one in? And can we just fit this one in too? And it just kept kind of, and then finally we found a way to expand it by a few days. And then I think you guys were here a week in total.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We got like 10 songs done in 7 days or something.
That's
like
crazy.
Plus one of mine, you guys played
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Right?
Which sounds great too.
that.
I feel like
Yeah.
there are times when you get the right crew together and then magic starts happening. You
You have
know,
the
like the
same
wrong
goal.
crew and you're just eating shit for days, and the right crew and you're like, we were running.
Yeah.
We were running.
It
Totally.
moved fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would just kind of rotate through. So, I mean, I don't know how much people out there know about the recording process, but there's a lot of different ways to do things. I mean, people can just sit in a room and play together, and then you try to capture things, or you can kind of build things one instrument at a time. And we kind of started with let's just build it one thing at a time.
Mhm.
Let's focus on drums. Let's focus on guitar, But then there was also a song where I was kind of playing it in the living room,
Mhm.
and I'm like, let's just do it like that. It's perfect as it is. Let's just
That's
do
one
it.
of my favorites on the album too.
Totally.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Really great.
So many of the
Yeah.
fans, so many of you guys are always saying, hey, you know, I like your recorded music, but is there a way that you could record something more similar to how you do the live videos? And it was like the perfect moment to try it out. Like it felt very Beatlesy or something. It felt, you know what it felt to me? It felt risky
Yeah.
is what it felt. I
Mhm.
was
It
like
was risky.
nervous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was risky because we also did it to tape. You know, like so. You know, in the
Right.
modern day, everything goes to a computer. You can do 100 takes and take what you want out of it. You know, we didn't have time to do that, but you can still do a few, and then if you like little bits of it, you can you take some, leave some. But when you're doing it to tape, you just kind of like that's what you get. You know. So we had this tape machine. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I don't know what you can see on the screen. But there it is.
Yeah.
How many tracks is that
Real,
tape
like
machine?
8.
How many tracks is that tape machine?
eight individual spaces, so you can pretty much plug in 8 different things at one time.
Mhm.
And probably 6 of them are working. I don't know. So we probably plugged in 6 things.
I remember you
But-
cleaning it with a Q-tip.
Yeah,
And
totally.
it was good.
Yeah.
So it just moved super fast, and it amazes me that it moves super fast because so this is right. Just so everyone knows that right as Under the Rug was finding everyone who's out there now, right? So the ads that have you guys playing live in the videos were really starting to kind of catch fire, and people were really starting to find them, and so you guys, not only were they working on the record, but they're also sitting on the sofa like writing letters.
Yeah.
Writing the notes
Uh-huh.
and signing the things
Oh,
and
man.
putting together. I mean, it was just absolutely insane. So whoever wasn't like on a microphone at the moment would be sitting back here,
Mhm.
manically putting that stuff
Classic.
together. And so
That
that
was
was really
insane.
fun.
Yeah.
And and everyone's shocked because you guys were kind of at a moment where you didn't quite know, what was going to happen with it,
Totally.
and so that was fun. And then typically, like, we're all razzing each other so much, we're laughing too much to get much work done. So
True.
I like it. Yeah, I spent like a week like cry laughing.
Oh, Brendan got you a couple of times so good. I remember you were just crying at the desk. I was like, dude, we have to get work done.
I remember there was a particular fart that landed really well. It was a
I'm sure that's
well
what it
placed
was.
fart that got
It
everyone.
wasn't just a fart; it was like this fart and then there's some ass shake afterwards.
It sounds like Brendan.
I'll be sitting, I'll be very focused in on the computer, or I'll be on the mixing console, and I'll be doing my work, and I'll like turn around and like they'll all just be shirtless in the background for like a minute,
yeah.
like by surprise, and then
Uh,
you just have no idea, or you just turn around and Brendan's right there. So it's like just a nonstop thing. But
do you remember that
Generally, we
Batman
just-
joke I told? I told a really good Batman joke. It was
I remember
What
that
would-
joke. What was that
it
again?
was really good. It was, what would Batman do if he wasn't rich? He
And
would
what
be
was-
Robin.
That is
Remember?
so,
It
that is
killed.
so
I
funny.
remember,
Ew.
I remember
That is
everybody
so
laughed
funny.
at that.
Everybody
Yeah.
laughed at that joke.
Yeah.
Love that Batman joke.
I'm laughing at how dad joke that is. That's pretty,
Yeah, pretty bad. Had to get that in there.
So real quick, Dom, how are we doing on time now with the +3
I
situation?
would just say we got about another minute and a half.
Okay,
to wrap
it's
it.
going quick.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wait, I'm so sorry. No, we could do like 3.5 more minutes.
okay, 17 more minutes. I got
That's a
another
good
17 minutes.
allowance.
I don't know if we want to just in the meantime, while we're kind of riffing some stories about being in studio, if anybody has any specific questions about recording related stuff, Dave is a good person to answer those questions. If we see some of those questions come in, we might throw them up and answer them. But I'm just throwing that out in case we need it.
Sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, just to outline the process of how it actually worked. I mean, literally, these guys came in, and some of these songs, had been on the videos, and so we kind of knew what we were after, and then we all just throw our ideas in a pile and we capture it as fast as possible and move on. Some of the songs, there's one that was written here. Which
Yeah.
one was that?
That's Panacea, and
Panacea.
we're gonna play it live tonight. So
And it's fun to listen back to those things, because a lot of the lyrics, you know, we'd all be like just talking over dinner real quick, and then all of a sudden
Right.
you'd find a story in the lyric, you know, because it's literally just coming together in the moment.
That
And
song
that
was
stuff
based
was
off
really,
something you
really
said.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
sorry.
talking politics.
Yeah.
We were talking
Oh,
politics
yeah.
at the Eaton Daisy Mint super late at night.
I remember that conversation.
I thought we were talking about like the line that I thought it was something about like my dad's health or something like that.
Yeah,
Or some,
that's what I
Oh,
remember. Is you're
what it was.
basically your dad's story or part of it was inspired.
yeah, that's at least that's the part I remember
Yeah.
when I listened to the song.
Mhm.
Just so everyone knows, it's exceptionally fast to get a 10 or so song record done in a 7-day period, when they're also writing letters, and when they're also like playing a tune for me, and when they're also like, anyway, just an immense amount of stuff got done exceptionally quickly. Now, of course, you guys took all that home, and maybe there's a little percussion thing you added on top, or a harmony. So you guys have your own setup there, but most of the record, and there was stuff I added after you guys left, so it wasn't just that week, but it was really, that was the bulk of it. I think that
meat
was
and potatoes. Yeah.
that's as efficient as it gets.
Yeah.
But the record is not. There's nothing thrown away on it, meaning that there's nothing really quickly done. You know, like it's all dialed.
Yeah, it felt like that Rush was like it relaxed some limitations too. So we just started making decisions, and it felt good to do it that way. And like Dave would say something, he would be like, instead of doing a wall of guitars in the section,
Yeah.
what if we do a wall of kazoos? And we're looking at him, and then normally if you're like, you have a bunch of time, you have more time to think, you might say, oh, maybe that's not a good idea. Everyone went, yeah, let's do it. And then it's like hard.
Something's gonna get done.
Dave is in the studio in like one of the ISO rooms with a kazoo. We have this hilarious video. I wish we could pull it up now, but we'll show you guys during the album launch. But
3-part harmony.
Yeah, you did harmony of it, right?
Kazoo harmony. I was dying laughing too, because then you put it in there and it's in the mix, and you're like, holy shit, that sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah,
kazoo sounds like an electric guitar.
It sounds so much like an electric guitar.
Yeah,
I was kind of mad at you a little bit. I was like, you're kind of stealing my thunder a little bit.
Yeah, we all decided we don't even need Sean, because I can just kazoo in whatever.
Yeah, I'll just take myself off the stream really quick.
which we ended up doing, right? We went in and hand replaced each guitar with we haven't told
kazoos.
Sean that yet.
John doesn't know that, but
he doesn't know.
Oh no, my writer's credits.
No, we'll still give you the credits.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I like
That's
your
fine.
point about the limitations of time, because there wasn't any time to
Right.
much. It was like someone's got an idea, put it down. The other limitation that we had were the instruments. I mean, we did end up piecing together a full drum set. So we had like an electric guitar, an acoustic guitar, a drum set, a pump organ, a piano, and then a little synthesizer.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And no bass, by the way. We recorded the whole album without bass and brought that on.
Yeah,
later.
the bass was thrown in later.
Yeah.
That little Casio, the synth, is made it on so many songs on that record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought that like $80 Casio, and we brought it with us, and it was on everything.
When I was a kid, when I was 7 years old, I had that exact same keyboard.
Yeah.
And it's like this little synthesizer, like this big, that from the 80s. That like, anyway, it's just that's just what we had, and so we didn't think twice.
This one?
No,
way nicer.
That's a way nicer thing.
Yeah,
that's like a
like
$2,000 instrument.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We had that. We just never even used it.
Right. This Casio was doing
amazing.
everything.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. So when everyone
There it
out there
is.
hears,
that's
right
the one.
there.
Yeah, the one in Sean's room. Okay, I know that
Made
one.
the record with. So when you hear the record, just remember that like there were probably 5 instruments on the table, and you will hear them all. You know, there's a pump organ, which just sounds like a big old accordion, like about the size of a piano. There's one of those here that we used. There is a piano.
There's something funny about that pump organ too. It's like out of tune, right?
Yeah.
So you play it to the song, and it just sounds. It's like in between notes, right? It's like
it sounds
just.
So
it's
bad.
like almost a half step sharp.
Yeah.
there couldn't be a more dissonant.
Oh, so you're playing to the song. I remember playing the organ, and it was like so painful to hear. And then when you hear it you pitched it, and then when you hear back, you're like, oh, actually, I wasn't
Sounds
bad.
really cool.
It was just the organ.
But when you play it in, it just sounds like
Oh.
nails on a chalkboard, and you have to guess whether you're playing the right
Yeah,
notes or not.
right.
Which is,
Hey, really quickly, I'd just like to take a quick moment to remind everybody that we're here tonight celebrating the pre-orders for this record opening up. And I just want to let everybody know that this band does work full time for almost $0. Me and Sean both have overdrawn bank accounts right now. And if you would like to support us in what we do, you can go to this link. Oh, okay. You can go to this link down below, and you can pre-order Homesick for Another World, which will be fully out in February and will probably ship in early March. But pre-orders are pretty much the biggest thing that could get us to February, March, when we'll be doing our Midwest tour. So if you'd like to support us, please do that now. That would be very wonderful. End of sales pitch, leaving it up, continuing conversation, and probably ending it soon, Dom.
Yeah, I was just about to say I don't know how to subtly interrupt a conversation, so I'm just letting it ride. But I was like, we're teetering on the edge here. I think it's about time we gotta,
Okay, Dave, we've like mentioned this briefly to each other before, but I just in front of everybody, when I can put you on the spot, I was curious if maybe we could do a deeper dive of a live stream where we pull clips from maybe recording Bolo Tie that time and do like a whole live stream just about recording Bolo Tie with you in the near future. Maybe when Bolo Tie comes out in January. Is when it happens.
That'd be cool to like pull up the project or something. Maybe
we
screen share it.
Filmed the entire recording of Bolo Tie.
Yeah.
We would have all this time to like make a video about it, but yes, but I do have clips. I think if you're in the Facebook group, you may have seen Brendan eating a carrot in my ear as I set up a drum microphone, and that's from the Bolo Tie session.
Pretty funny.
That was a good carrot.
Great carrot. I have. What's funny is there are multiple scenes of this exact same thing happen. I have like several carrot eating, Brendan eating carrots, staring you down. Footage, but yeah, that'd be great. I think because Bolo especially was such an experimental production.
Yeah,
we really literally tried to do everything new and weird on Bolo that we could come up with, and it ended up being really fantastic. But that would be really fun. We should do it.
Cool.
We should do it.
You heard him.
Okay, Dave, thank you so much for coming on and joining us. You're wonderful. We got to talk soon about the next record, because we're basically a song or two away. So a Bolo themed live stream in January, and then the new record after Homesick.
Wow.
I'll get the kazoos out. We'll do it.
Yeah, sounds awesome. Okay, Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dave.
Say hi,
Bye, everyone. Yep.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so
good man.
Thanks,
He's
Dave.
a good man.
If you're still watching, Dave, everyone is in the comments saying thank you, Dave. It is we have just the sweetest community. It's the greatest little community in the world. So next up, we're going to invite on Albert. Albert is my uncle. Albert is like I said before, he's a playwright and actor in Los Angeles. He has given us acting lessons, and he's also, you have somebody in your life who's a bit of an older than you creative, who you take notes from and learn from and imitate in different ways, and in your own industry. So I really respect Albert and love him. So we're going to bring him on next.
Shout out to this guy, by the way, who is watching.
Evan.
Evan's coming. Go ahead.
We'll see Evan in a few hours.
Go for
I
it.
was just gonna say, Evan is gonna be getting on a plane and coming to Austin in like an hour or so. He's arriving
on our couch
midnight tonight.
He's gonna make me pick him up at 12:40. Okay, we're gonna bring on Albert now, and Matt. Unfortunately, the luck of the draw, are last in the queue. And because Albert has to log on, I'm going to have to kick you. But as soon as Albert comes off, you can come right back on. And just so everybody knows, this is indeed the same Albert uncle that read Before the Law. If you know Before the Law, that's Albert's voice you're hearing on there. Not mine. Okay, Matt, sorry. Could join as soon as Albert is off, and you'll be back in the queue. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go now. All right, go ahead and join, Albert. In the meantime, Beth, you can pop back in as soon as Albert comes off. Oh, Matt tried to join again. Unfortunately, I have to kick you again. There we go. Yay! Let's bring it on, Albert. Okay, here we go. Hello.
Long time no see.
Hello.
You look like you do when we're in our
It's
acting Zoom class.
Very familiar. Yeah.
It is. I feel at home.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. My son had the day off today, so we had a day of hanging out.
That's always fun.
Playing
What did you do?
How's Henry?
Actually, I read a bunch of plays that I had to read.
Oh, nice father and son play reading day.
Yeah, I just kind of ignored him and read the entire day.
It kind of felt like that. Although we did do some shit together.
Good.
Hey, Abby Walker.
Everybody's saying hello here in the comments. Well, you've probably been watching and you know that we're short on time. So
Sure.
you want to bounce on into some homesick related stuff. You listened to it, which is, I think you're my
The what?
you're my only family member, I think, that's actually listened to it that I've sent it to.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I sent
You're
it to
one
my
of the
dad
few
and
people.
I sent it to my dad and Annie, but they're so busy. I think they might have tried it.
They don't love you.
They don't love me.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
you know what's funny is they keep sending me videos of them doing stuff and listening to Adeline, which is like the cutest thing. They'll be like driving and they're listening to Adeline. So I think Google Drive is just maybe too clunky. Anyway, that's not the point.
Hey, Albert, I got a question for you, Albert.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the album? Did you like it?
I do. I like it a lot.
Cool.
And I think it's the best thing you've done. Like I was saying that to Casey the other day. Like, yeah, they just keep getting better and better and better. I thought a lot of things about the album. But I don't, I've never done one of these things before, so I don't know exactly where to hit it from. Like
all the good things first.
No, to me, it seems like it's funny. It's a subject matter. I don't even know. I'm weird because I don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's a subject matter that is kind of close to my heart in a way, because to me, what the sort of like the every song is from a point of view of like some kind of haunted narrator walking around amongst alien life forms, and I don't know. That's what it feels like to be me. So it speaks to me. I think what's the one that I wrote? Like I listened through it today, so I'd make sure I knew what I was talking about. Otherness. That's exactly right. That it's like it's Lonesome and Mad. That first line of Lonesome and Mad is like the album's thesis statement.
Yeah.
And I think, like, as I was listening to it, I mean, like, it's Casey that I know best. And I sort of thought, well, I think it sounds to me like the world that you're homesick. If this is Homesick for Another World, and to me, I was like, the world that you're homesick for is a world where you're normal.
Yeah.
But you're not normal. Like, you'll never get there. The other thing that I noticed about it that stood out, and again, I'm all hesitant because I don't know if I'm saying anything that makes any sense.
Everything has made a lot of sense to me. Yeah.
I think the other thing that struck me as I was listening through it today is that there is hope in the album, but it's that like last minute. It's that like just before the flame dies out hope, like that surge of energy you get at the last second. What's the song where that that stuck out to me. Well, I can't find it. Oh yeah, here we go. It's Lonesome and Mad, you know. It's that when that cactus blooms in Lonesome and Mad, it feels like it's always like last ditch, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that last ditch moment where like your head's about to go under the water, and like you get an extra burst of like maybe I can make it work kicks in.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because because when you're writing these things, you're getting them done.
Yeah.
You're getting the work done, and then later you start to kind of look at it like a listener or something. So like we haven't really listened to the record much ourselves, other than finding the clicks and pops in the audio, and making sure the guitar riff is such and such. But everything you're saying is like, oh, that is what that is.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
even for me, I'm like, oh, I wonder if Casey planned that. He must have planned that.
I feel like, I mean, as as an artist myself, I feel like you, Casey. I feel like sometimes I look, it's like I know, like sometimes, like I had a shrink once tell me to keep a journal, and I did creative stuff instead, which sort of then like after, when I got to that moment that you're talking about, Casey, I can turn around and look at it and then go, oh, that's what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I definitely felt that, especially on this record, because it happened so fast that nothing was like super premeditated or planned. It was real. It was really off the cuff. And so
yeah.
So much of that.
What do you guys think of the album?
I think it sucks.
It's kind of a.
I actually, it's so funny because I've done full listen throughs like every couple of weeks, right? And it kind of goes back and forth to where I'm like, and I always listen to it musically, I'll be like, find the little pops and cracks,
Sure.
And half the time I'm like, I'm over it. And then half the time I'm like, this is the greatest thing.
That's so funny.
And it will switch songs too. Like even the songs that made me feel some way before don't have the same effect the next time. So I don't know what to think. And it kind of goes along with the album. It is kind of like floating and confused for a little bit.
Yeah, like Turkey Vulture is a good sort of version of that. I was just saying that to Casey. Casey and I were just talking the other day, and I was just saying, you get on a project and you can't remember. Like it vacillates between like I am the greatest artist since Mozart, or like why did I put this out in the world to expose myself as the fraud?
I think that's natural, right? Being an artist, you're so self-critical too. You're just like, is this good? I don't know. I'm just doing what I think is best, and you have to trust yourself or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but only for the moment of doing it, right? Yeah. Like when you go back and look at it, then you can just fall into an abyss of self-hatred.
I think if you didn't, you wouldn't grow, right?
You wouldn't make
it's necessary
stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And I would say, I think that just comes from like, you have these multiple, like to be an artist, you have to have multiple perspectives, right?
Yeah.
And some of those perspectives are going to be, oh yeah, what you did there is cheap, right? And you'll see that. And then sometimes you'll look at it from another equally valid perspective and go, yeah, that's a crusher. That same moment. People love it, I didn't love it 10 seconds ago. Now the new me does.
Yeah.
When I hate it though, 100%. Or not hate it, when I am overly critical of a listen through, that's the time where I get motivated to start playing other stuff too. And I feel like it's like, and then songs will come out of Casey even when he like doesn't want them to, and then we'll be in the middle of a push to do some administrative work or whatever, and then Casey will come in with a guitar and I'll be like, dude. And then the whole thing would, and then flash, and we're just all at the piano sitting
He's
together
so
and playing.
annoying, dude.
And we're like, oh, okay, we might as well film the thing while we're here. And then we film
Yeah.
a new thing, and I'm like, oh, we have to do the thing we were supposed to do 2 hours ago or whatever. But yeah,
it's so awesome. That
motivation
stuff is
comes from
honestly so awesome. Like I love that stuff you do. Like, and I think there's a reason why those videos are so popular is because they are so immediate. They're happening right then and there. And you know, that's golden.
With the exception of a few takes.
Yeah.
Then we get the behind the scenes.
Don't tell him that. Yeah.
Casey, can I just say actually 2 quick things before? Hold that thought, please. Number one, we're running out of time. We'll just the heads up, got a couple minutes left. Number 2, it was like the conversation you and I had a while back. The album does the most of this about your guys' songwriting, which it's not cyclical. Like it doesn't roll in a wheel, verse, chorus, bridge, outro. Like a lot of normal songwriting happens that way. And you get the way you guys write the music, you break the mold of that. And it takes the listener on a bit of a journey where you're like, whoa, where the hell am I now in this song? This was supposed to be the second verse. And I forget how you expressed that to me. It was something that you were talking about, and it was a terminology of some sort. But we talked about that for a minute, and I was saying, you know, that's particularly the most prevalent in this album, in my opinion, where you're just out of left field. A lot of the stuff comes at you, and you're like, whoa, you know. So some of these songs, you start listening to them, like I've listened to the album several times now, but there's moments where I was like, man, I really wasn't feeling the song. And then this moment that comes out of nowhere, that's not, you know, the next verse or the next chorus where it typically should be. That's what makes my ears, you know, perk. And that's why I've gained more interest in some songs than others. So, but if you remember that terminology, great. If not,
If I can throw one thing on top of that, I'm a theater guy. And they say that about the best of theater, about Shakespeare or whatever, is like there's a sense of you get shocked by the turns it makes, but it feels like an inevitable surprise. And I totally agree with that about this album in particular. Like you kind of roll in one way and then, you know, something ambushes you, but it's a pleasurable assault.
Absolutely. And I mean, the funny part about it is, you know, like it's still unexpected even now. And even when I'm here and we write new music, there's stuff that's going to, okay, well, where's that coming? You know, like I can predict that it will be different without, you know, I'll have to be prepared for a change in the way the songwriting is. Whether or not so.
That's what Rolling Stone said about it, though, is it was a pleasurable assault. I think that was the quote we got.
Yeah,
really?
I think Rolling Stone said that.
Yeah, if I remember.
I have a friend who refers to me as pleasurable assault.
I get it. Yeah.
Do you want to get that last thought out, or do you want to move on to?
I forget. Oh, you know what? It's going to seem like a non sequitur now, but when Albert was teaching us, when Albert was trying to teach us how to act, he has like a million of these really good little Albert-isms, and the one that was standing out to me before that I think is a good maybe ending note here is Sean was talking about me coming in with the guitar and, hey, let's do this song now instead of the 11 other things we have to do. What's the bit that you always say about the things that you must do and everything? What is that?
Yeah, that in any work of art or in acting is how I apply it, is in acting, there are all the things that must be done. And then there's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
And that you need to do both of those things. Like obviously it's like, it's a clash. Sometimes they feel like they're clashing with one another, but you have to do all the things that must be done. You have to learn your lines. You have to do your blocking. You have to follow the direction you've been given. And you have to be present and listen and pay attention to the world that's happening in front of you while you're doing your work. That's the only thing that matters. All that other bullshit is also things that absolutely must be done.
Yeah.
That's
It's so
a
good.
little summary, totally.
There's so many little music moments that are exactly that.
But
Anyway, did you say bet?
I said I'll bet.
Bet.
Bet, fam.
We're getting better at making those things that must be done more second nature. I know
That's true.
Like as we get
Yeah.
older, I'll notice that things move quicker, and we all kind of just do what needs to be done.
I fight it less. It's like, okay, we're go creative now. We're creative.
Okay,
Gotta
now
go into
you
that
got to
mode.
build an ad.
Yeah.
I can tell you from like the other side of oldness that just keeps happening
Yeah.
until you until it's out of balance the other way, and then you're like,
Yeah.
too much things that must be done.
Yeah.
Oh no. I have that to look forward to.
Well, on that chipper
Hey,
note,
yes.
yeah,
Thanks for
Al.
joining, Albert.
yeah, Jesus Christ. Hey, Albert, thank you.
Yeah,
I know
thank you.
it was wonky and all over the place and short, but it was really nice having you on, and
No, I'm happy to do it. It was great.
I like pulling you into under the rug stuff.
So-
It's
Totally.
great. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I mean that's why. What's the name of that song?
Before the Law.
Before the Law. That's why that's your Crusher single.
Yeah.
You know,
Most
I
things on
sent you that
Spotify.
Facebook thread, but a Facebook thread pops up from time to time, just like that one where like 50 people go at it about what that song is about. And I'm
I
like,
don't know. It's Kafka.
well, we ripped off a Kafka short story. And then they go, well, what does it mean? Yeah.
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it so obvious?
In fact, so much so I'm not going to explain.
hey, just lastly here to maybe sign off, Albert, if you could just do me one last favor while you're on the spot. Can you convince everyone watching right now to pre-order just real quick?
For sure.
Yeah, tell them
it actually is, and and this is not just because this person is the son of my brother, I don't even like him that much. No, the album is terrific. Like I listened to the album. Casey wrote me today. I was like, I'm gonna listen through it, and he was like, oh, don't stress yourself out. I was like, no, it's great. It's great for me. So so check it out. It is good front to back.
I like
And-
that endorsement.
And if you don't, all the puppies will die. Sorry, I had to add
I will
something.
punch you all in the face.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you, Albert.
You bet.
We
Thanks,
miss
Albert.
you,
Thanks for having
dude.
me.
All right, I'm gonna kick you out now.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks
Love you,
again.
dude. I'll bug you soon.
Sure. La.
Bye.
La.
All righty.
All right.
Another good man.
Another good man.
Another
We have
good
a
man.
good little community. He's all our uncles now. I'm absolutely calling him my Uncle Albert.
Oh, he's famous.
Okay, so I think it's about time that we play a tune
I
live.
think we're gonna play a tune live for you
Should we
guys.
play a tune live?
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's time for the live tune.
So you would think that using StreamYard or one of these streaming platforms would make getting the audio to work for something like this really difficult. Like it might dither the audio and make it sound crappy, but that wasn't even a problem when we were testing it. So now we're just going to play it live. Anyways, you'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to go and I'm going to turn on all these lights and make it look like daytime in here. Let's all take ourselves off so that we can run to the other room and play this live.
Okay, hope we do well.
I hope we do really well.
I don't know what to do.
I don't either. Oh, there we go.
Do I hit remove?
Heavens me! We're having a great life. Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Oh my god! Dude, you were saying some good, funny stuff. Smart
so
stuff.
glad that you
yeah.
noticed that.
Cool.
I was
Yeah.
hoping
It was
someone
so
would notice.
cool and smart and funny.
That joke you made about Batman. So
I say that one sometimes. Yeah. I remember that.
awesome. So this song we're about to play for you live here on the stream live is called Panacea. and it's about how it's from the new record, Homesick For Another World, which you can pre-order now as of today, which we've talked about at length.
A lot.
Right?
Yeah,
and,
we just talked about it.
And it is about how maybe things aren't perfect, but they are okay. They're gonna be okay. And I think it's a nice, comforting theme that runs throughout the album. And here we are going to play it once again, totally off the cuff and live and not pre-recorded.
Right now, yeah.
Here is
First take, here we go.
First take, here we go. Here it is, Panacea live. 1, 2, 3, 4. With your worries buried in the casket, you felt like you could stand up to the world. Haven't felt particularly ragged. A new trajectory for you unfurled. Have to ever be afraid ever again. No child, never again. Ooh, have to ever be afraid ever again. No child, never again. Later you'll find out your love left you. And back to back you'll find out you are sin. The doc will divvy up some medication and calculate the days you have to live. You'll close your eyes and feeling awful grateful. Then you lean back in the Band-Aid colored chair. The nightmares you once thought would be forever were always just a phantom that would vanish in the air. Have to ever be afraid ever again. No child, never again. Ooh, you have to ever be afraid ever again. No child, never again. Yeah, child. All right, well, thank you for listening. We're gonna head back, right?
Yeah,
to the
nice
stream.
job, guys.
Nice job, guys.
Hey, that was solid, man.
That was pretty good. You guys slay it, and
Played good. Let's just go charm these people.
Charm these people.
Yeah, do what we do, you know.
hey guys, just real quick before we go, I just want you guys are my best friends.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Kiss me right now. Kiss me. Kiss me.
Oh shit, the camera's still on. Oh no!
shit.
Oh!
Oh,
Back here on the
Oh, here we
stream.
are, back live.
wow.
Here we are. I ran
That was
quick.
a good session, you guys.
Woo,
Good
killing
playing.
it.
Really good
Hey, you guys
live
are so
playing.
good.
You guys.
We had a bit planned where we were gonna have like lipstick marks all over our faces, but we decided not to do it.
Yeah,
I was
So, okay. Anyways, that is Panacea. That is on the new record. along with a whole bunch of other wonderful tunes. We do just want to mention one more time that the reason we are here tonight is to celebrate pre-orders opening for Homesick for Another World. Again, we do this full time for $0. And if you would like to support this entertainment and everything that we do, we would love to be able to do a Costco run and buy some chips, fish,
Yeah.
beans,
ramen.
ramen.
Also,
low
all
calorie
the
meals.
stuff is super cool. It's like the coolest merch we've ever
That's
designed.
true, Sean. It's super cool merch.
It's
So true.
so
Is
cool.
there a way that maybe the people could see how cool
I
the
showed
merch is?
some, but yeah, maybe I could show a little more.
I wish
Maybe
we could
show some
a little
extra
more,
stuff.
Let's show extra.
Okay, let's check it out.
Here's a shirt.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Here's a shirt.
So you guys know we did Dear Adeline was a tattoo artist. So we went with this. We love tattoo artists because they'll make us a bunch of flash designs and then we can use them for the singles. So each of these, which way am I pointing? Each of these, oh God, is a different one of the singles from the record. And if you listen to the whole record, you will see how each of these little designs are tunes from it, and they are very cool.
And then we can get tattoos.
And
That's
then
true.
we can get tattoos.
We're
We got
all getting
tattoos from
tattoos.
Adeline, and many of you fans have tattoos, which is crazy and awesome. I just want to mention one more thing. Just these shirts. Actually, Brendan, can you talk a little bit about how intense I was married to the idea of those particular shirts and how annoying that was for you?
It was really frustrating. So I'll show it again. So these shirts are what are called comfort colors, and they're just like really solid like material, and they're really expensive to source. And I was fighting with him on it because they're hard to get, they're expensive. But we got like a couple tests. These are being made right now. We got a couple test prints, and they're just like, they just kill. They're like so much better than anything that I've bought from a band before. Like in terms of just like the material and the quality of the shirt. So
Buy it for life shirt.
they're actually cool. Like you'd see this on like a rack in like a store with like 20 shirts on. You know those stores, the boutiques. Anyway, I don't know.
They have like 2 shirts on the rack.
When we were sourcing them, we were looking for what to source. I went on Etsy and I was like, what do the like cool chicks, do their designs on? And both these crew neck sweaters and the t-shirts are like I'm telling you, you can't, the pictures don't, you feel them, and they're like the nicest, thickest, best shit. Anyway,
I heard all the
they're
cool
tight.
kids are wearing them. Yeah.
They're very tight.
um
Sorry, I wasn't.
Oh, that wasn't merch. That was.
So a couple of people had some questions about bundles at one point.
Oh, yes.
On the pre-orders page, it doesn't really tell too well what's in the bundles. They are listed on the product descriptions on our store, but just for the flow of the pre-orders page, we couldn't put too much on there.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture of the bundle for the live stream, but I can just tell you each bundle. Well, it's tough because they're all different, but each one comes with stickers. They come with a pin, and they come with handwritten lyrics, and each one is different. So you can get like a CD and a shirt bundle, CD and sweatshirt bundle, and every bundle also comes with a free month of the Hideout membership. So if you haven't joined, you can just join for a free month, or if you're already a member, you let us know and we give you a free month. So
just so you know, the Hideout, the secret Hideout, is a way we are hoping our fans could support us on our endeavors by getting us a cup of coffee or more every month, $5 or more every month. And it gives you access to this cool moving piece of art, as well as some posts from us from time to time, at home, very off the cuff kind of covers and tunes that we play here, as well as a Discord that Pip helps us run with along with Laura to friend fans, and and it has been growing into this like really sweet community. A lot of the community that was on the Facebook group is now on the Discord, and it is a really good time there. It's really funny. Everyone there is really funny and sweet, and I wish you could see it, but you should join it by getting a bundle.
I put the link to the bundles page right here. So if you want to see all the descriptions for each individual bundle, you could go there and check it out.
Very good. Here's a picture of a bundle.
Hey!
Hey! So this is like the all merch bundle. I think a couple people have bought this, but it comes with all the shirts.
Thank you.
The limited, by the way, this vinyl is only available during, where am I? Only available during pre-orders. And it's like this special gold. It's oh, that's the CD.
Not vinyl.
That's not it. It's so cool. And then after pre-orders, they're gonna be black. So you should get your hands on this. It's gonna be really cool.
The fancy one.
You want the fancies, you know? Anyways, yeah. CD, pin, stickers made by Beth and Ted, and a cool corduroy hat is also available.
This is the design.
I just took it away. I'm so sorry. Okay.
This is the design from Lonesome and Mad. I feel like I want to go home song because it's a home in the sky. Turkey Vulture is in there. This is from a tune called Skeleton Tree that you will hear relatively soon. The dancing people are the Bolo Tie.
I can't.
Anyways, okay, so that's it on that. I think it's about time.
Yes, we're
it's gold.
We're about 20 minutes over schedule.
Okay, let's start inviting some folks on for Q&A from the Hideout. We're gonna go in order of queue. So the first person we're gonna bring on is a wonderful fan, friend, and helper, volunteer, Discord moderator, Pepperoni, named after the type of pizza. Welcome, Pip. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
How are you? What are you doing? Are you crafting?
So I didn't realize that I could just like turn my camera on and just you would see me. So Dom was like, "Why is your camera not on?" And then he's like, "Are you eating noodles?" But because I was doing her like this the whole time. I'm making garland for my Christmas tree.
Oh, very cool.
You're always doing something.
Yeah, you're always
going.
I am actually, yeah. I'm always going. That's true. Okay, so I have a couple things I want to say. I have a question for you, which I wrote down. And
bring it.
Actually, I have a few. Obviously, I'm not going to ask them all, but oh man, I do want to. Okay. So I would say, given that you're going through this period of exponential growth and are in the middle of this album release, what other aspects of your lives are you finding hardest to keep maintained?
That is a good
That's
question.
a good question.
Thanks for thinking about us. That's nice.
Who's answering first?
Tom did. Did you hear him?
What do you say? Diet?
The diet.
The diet.
We also
running every day.
We started this crazy diet where we're like trying to all lose some weight, except for Sean, who's
He's trying to gain weight.
He's trying to gain weight.
Opposite.
So
it's so hard for him.
It's
so hard for him
to
eat more.
So that's been pretty tough. To just maintain that and like be thinking of all the pieces. Like there's so much going on for us at any given moment. There's like being creative, maintaining customer service, managing all the people we work with, and responding to comments and emails, and thinking of the bigger picture and what's coming next. And then also when you're not eating very much and you're trying to eat a certain amount of calories and you're like a zombie,
hungry.
That's pretty tough to
playing your
maintain.
instrument too. I
practicing
for a little bit, like practicing. I realized I hadn't picked up a guitar in like days or weeks, at one point, because we were just go on all the other stuff. And you kind of, it just gets weird sometimes when you get overwhelmed and it's all this love. Like, it's not like there's so much coming at you at once and you're like, oh, I forgot that the whole thing I do is play an instrument. I have to practice that. You know,
you're asking this. It's a funny question for you to ask because you went through something like that, right, Pip? With your nonprofit days?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was like, wait, what? You're putting me on the spot? Yeah, I absolutely did. With my volunteering, absolutely. Yeah, I burnt myself out really, really, really hard. So
Yeah.
that's
and you're
probably
still
where that.
going, making garland and stuff.
I'm so burnt out right now too, but apparently not too burnt out for pom pom garland. Just too burnt out for people.
Yeah.
And yet you came on a live stream.
Sorry, what?
I said, and yet you came on a live stream. Thank you.
I did. I just wanted to add 2 things. One being that I know you're not asking me to like pump up your pre-order here, but I may or may not have heard a couple of the songs from the album, and I just have to say that they take things to like such a new level. Like it's mind-blowing. I love it. So I just want anyone listening that's even kind of humming and hawing over it, like absolutely get this album. It is amazing. And the Discord's kind of like a hot mess in a nice way. It gets a little rowdy and weird in there, but it's something that has absolutely changed my life, and I know I'm not the only one that is feeling that way. Having the community that we do in there is absolutely mind-blowing and amazing, and we have people in there that have said, you know, like, this has completely changed me, and I'm so grateful for everyone. So even though the guys themselves may not be able to constantly talk with all of us all the time, they have created this like beautiful little community, and it's absolutely worth checking out. So if you have that money to spare, hop in there.
That's really sweet.
Oh,
Viv, thank you so much. That's awesome. So, oh man, that was so nice. How do I kick someone off?
Yeah, what do you say now?
You just boot me from the group. You just
don't say anything. Take your moderator permissions away.
I was actually going to tell you, if you kicked me from the queue, I was going to kick you from the Discord.
That's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Where would I get all my UTR memes?
That's true.
Yeah.
Meme queen. Pip is the meme queen.
Whoever did that face swap of that photo, I want to ban them from the Discord.
Who was that?
Cole.
You had that.
You know what I'm talking about? The face
It's
swap
the press
of our
photo.
We just changed.
I think it was
today.
Nicole.
Was it Nicole?
It sounds like a Nicole thing.
I think
Nicole
it was
or Laura?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Can we put that up here somehow, or is that going to take too long?
Because Laura's like the little.
It's gotta go.
Bad Photoshop queen.
That is true.
So bad.
Laura's the queen of Photoshop for sure.
There was a whole thread for it before that was like bad Photoshop requests.
Okay, I'm pulling this up so that we can convince people to join our.
It was Nicole.
Weird Discord.
It was Nicole.
A lot of stuff goes on
Nikki
in there.
admitted it.
Oh yeah, Nicole. Okay.
It's terrible. It's a terrible.
Laura
It's
goes,
one of the
"It
worst
wasn't
things I've
me,
ever
I
seen."
think.
Do you have a way of showing that, Casey?
I'm trying to just look for it in the memes folder, but there's so many people posting memes in here. It's wild.
A lot of memes.
I don't check it, and then
check the drive.
oh, you know what? Oh no, I didn't download it. It's under UTR related. Anyways, this is getting off topic very quickly, but it's kind of worth it because it's disgusting.
True because the hideout is the place to be. That Discord is the place.
Terrible, Nicole. I wish you hadn't.
I wish you hadn't. Anyways, for the people who don't know what the hell we're talking about, Nicole face swapped us all with each other, and it was like one of the most unnerving things I've ever seen.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I will find it very quickly. Just entertain yourselves for a second.
In the meantime, you're welcome. She says, "Yeah, I loved it. We didn't." Yes, there was a foot-related chat going on where people were posting feet pics, and I had to take it away.
We took that down.
Take it away.
Take that down.
That's going to be really polarizing. It's going to be half of the people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to join it then. And then half of the people are like, yeah, I'm cool. Now that they're taking down foot stuff.
This is like a really sweet comment that I just want to mention just as a non sequitur from the feet conversation.
That is really sweet.
We got him. Sorry to be that guy, but
okay,
We
we got to
go.
move on.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Pip.
Pip, we're gonna
okay.
kick you.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, Pip. We have some talking to do about Discord organization soon, maybe. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my
God.
God! I have Casey's goatee, and Casey has Brendan's.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, look at Brendan with my face.
Oh God,
Like,
why would you do that?
I hate
I
it.
hate all of
I
this
hate
so
it.
much. Like,
Oh my God.
it's so bad. Look at this. That's absolutely.
Oh my God, that
how
kills
impressed you
me.
are.
That was hilarious.
That kills me, dude.
That
Oh
was
my
pretty
God.
good.
Love it.
You know what? Thank
That's-
you, Nicole.
That's terrible.
That was great.
thank
That was
you.
a great thing to end it off. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye, Pip.
Pepperoni.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Bye.
See
Bye,
you.
Pip.
Bye.
Oh my God.
All right, we're gonna bring on our next guest here, Gavin, to ask us some questions about the new record. Gavin, I don't think we've talked to you on a live stream before, so welcome to the live stream.
Hi.
How's it going?
All right.
Whoa, it's
I
finally.
haven't got anything like to ask, but I'm up for
It's
You
all
just
good.
joined?
Yeah, I feel like I've talked to most of the people in this queue just over message without ever seeing their faces or
Yeah.
being on on TV with them.
It's
So it's
camera
nice.
feed.
It's nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to put
Yeah.
a face too. Yeah.
How's it down there?
A little bit overcast. It's not. Yeah.
Well, there's a lightning storm happening here, so
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
You got it
I was
better than
gonna-
we do.
I was going to do the washing, but it's sort of like, well, no.
probably a good idea.
What time is it there?
Yeah, where are you exactly?
It's nearly 2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But but
Saturday.
Australia,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Where in
Too bad
Australia are you?
the shipping costs are so bad to you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
it's
sorry.
something like $30 or something.
Oh man.
Which is like more than the actual product.
Items.
Yeah.
And like when that sort of converts to Australia, it's like it would be nearly sort of $70-$80.
Well, when
So-
we tour Australia, we'll have to bring some stuff with us.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we'll bring a big carton with us.
We have some fans. We have some fans trying to organize out of US merch home bases. Like we send a bunch of merch to them and they ship it out from there. We've been hurt before by people trying to help the band, so we're scared to do it. But at this point, I mean, look at how many people just welcomed you, Gavin, who know you.
That's true.
It's crazy.
Totally.
Like this community slaps.
It is really cool.
I've already got to know quite a few of the people there, so it's
Yeah.
Right.
And I was just watching one of your ads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
it is
That's
crazy
pretty
to
wild.
think that like we just kind of threw this thing up too. We were about to go on a trip and we kind of just we were like, okay, we did a bunch of these videos. Let's try just putting them up on doing an ad out of them. And then it's just over the next couple of weeks, it was just crazy how many people entered our lives. It was just thousands and thousands. And of course, there's a good handful of them that are like, I see your name almost every day. I see everybody in the queue's names almost every day and on somewhere, the Discord and Facebook or Instagram. It's so cool. Amanda, I'll just move to the UK.
Because we're running behind Gavin, I'm unfortunately going to have to ask, just do you have anything album related to ask about? If you want, you have a minute now, or if not, it was wonderful to see you on this live stream, and we'll definitely connect again soon on a.
Look, I was like, oh, I haven't got anything to ask. Shit.
It's okay. It's okay. It was just nice to see you, man.
Just come to Australia.
We will.
All right.
We want to.
As soon as we have enough fans to go out of, going out of the country for us is like a really big thing.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful. So
when you do come and have a barbecue in my backyard with me.
Sounds
Let's
awesome.
do it. Let's do it.
What are you cooking though? Wait, what are you cooking?
Kangaroo or
I don't know.
spiders?
I haven't got
Tarantulas?
that far yet.
It's all good. You got some time.
We're not picky, so.
Oh,
Hey, it was super nice seeing you, Gavin. Thanks for coming on, man.
likewise.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Gavin.
All right.
Beth was saying she has to leave, which is funny because we could bring her on, but she seems to have left. And I know Kate really wanted to. I'm just gonna text her really quick. In the meantime, why don't we bring on our next guest, Jill, who is another wonderful. Oh, wait, Beth is gonna come on. Beth, can you hear me? Are you watching?
Hello. Yeah, Gavin's all. I was live.
Oh, that's really
I was on
sweet.
TV.
Okay, giving Beth one more minute here, and then we shall move on.
For anyone who missed it, here's the link.
Yes, please pre-order the record. It is directly responsible for us eating if you can pre-order. So
I would love some beans.
Beans.
Okay, let's see. Beth and Ted are on. Let's bring them on next. I know they're
Let's do
short
it.
on time. Sorry, Jill. We'll get to you right after. Beth and Ted. And hello.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
You made it. Hi, Kate. And hi, Ted.
Uh-oh, can we hear you?
Can we hear you?
Give us some words.
All right, what is your question? Hi.
All right, let's hear the question.
I was wondering if you were dancing with a skeleton in the first song of your life.
Unfortunately, the audio is a little hard to hear.
We may
Closer
need
to the.
some translation.
If you can type it into a comment too, I can answer it for you much easier, or you can try to ask one more time. Like everyone's saying hi.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Okay, maybe that's better.
I think it's better.
Give it a go one more time, Kate. Ask the question one more time.
Maybe come closer.
Was Matt right? Were you asking about why Casey was dancing with the skeleton?
Yes.
Okay. Why was I dancing with the skeleton?
That's a good question.
Let's
Tell the story behind that.
I think so there's like a thematic reason, or like in the album is a lot about how sometimes things are sad being a human, and a lot of the album is kind of about making peace with that feeling of being sad or feeling left out or alienated from other people around you, and trying to love that part of life too. So dancing is like a loving kind of thing, and skeletons are scary. So it's kind of like dancing and making friends or making peace with the things that scare you.
That's a good explanation.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. Good.
Thank you so much for asking it too. That's a really good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Tell them about can you tell them how we did the skeleton, how we got the dance routine?
So when we were dancing with the skeleton, Dom was underneath the camera,
laying on my back,
laying on his back, and he was holding it. And then when we did the pirouette or the spin, I held this up, and Dom had to underneath. He had to twist the skeleton around, and it took us like 1,000 takes to get the thing right. It was so tough.
It took so long,
and it never actually worked. Right? We took the footage backwards because the hat kept falling off. Right?
Yeah,
If you watch in the video, when it's now rotated the opposite direction, the hat pops back up onto so it's reversed in the video, and it just came out perfectly. We were like, we got to give up on it. It was like what, midnight? when we were doing it for hours, and this spin was taking like 45 minutes.
Casey was a trooper, though. He did a lot of dancing with that skeleton.
Casey, a lot of yeah, I was. But anyway, Dom. So you were laying down.
That's a hero stance, Dom.
Yeah, I guess.
And the beauty was when like using the instead of the falling
the flowers,
flowers rising up. I thought that was amazing because that hope thing. It's like that, like it kind of did the juxtaposition of hope versus. I mean, to wax like all philosophical, but there was a poetic kind of fascination to it.
Good.
I love how every time you do something, like you express something about the album or the press photo or whatever, Beth, you like nail it.
Yeah, totally.
Every time.
True.
Every time.
It's true.
I'm glad too, because I love you so much, and I love getting. You speak to my heart so well, and it's amazing, and I love all of it. I have one quick question.
Yes.
If you had to guess what those skeletons weigh, what do they weigh?
2 pounds, maybe.
3. It's heavier than that. Maybe.
10 pounds.
10.
I don't know about 10 pounds. We'll probably split the difference. Go 5. Yeah.
5.
Okay, we don't know.
I'm gonna go step on the scale with one real quick, and I'll.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know, because I have thoughts.
Ulterior motive.
I have an ulterior motive that has to do with your tour. So,
I gather.
I always do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we can shoot off now, but thank you guys so much.
Thank you
guys for coming on. Kate, thanks for asking
that
that question. It was awesome to see you and finally get to talk a little bit.
Oh, she has so many more questions. I made her stick it to one. She
Well,
would like
Kate,
she wants your favorite colors. She wants your ages. She wants everything. She wants all kinds of
I love those ones. Those are the easy ones.
Maybe you could join us in the Discord on a voice chat.
Yeah, Kate, come on a voice chat in the Discord with us, and we'll answer all your questions.
Yeah.
No, she just totally. I embarrassed her. She's just.
You're being a mom right if you're embarrassing her, so.
You're doing your job.
It's my job. All right.
Okay, guys. Ted, I just want to say hi to you because you're so quiet in the back, but I want to say hi.
He's just a quiet one. I'm the talker, so. All right. Well,
okay. All right. Well,
We'll be
it was
in
wonderful
touch.
to see you guys.
Yes, you too.
We'll talk soon.
Talk soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Everyone is so sweet. Okay,
Yeah, really nice.
we are going to bring on the next guest, Jill. Are you ready to join us? Yeah.
Thumbs up.
See a thumbs up. There you go.
Jill, how are you?
Guys? I'm good, thank you.
Another person I get to chat with on the regular who made it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I haven't been able to make your quarantini.
Oh, that's okay. We changed it to
live stream.
Wednesdays now too, so.
Wednesdays. I'll keep that in mind.
There were a couple things going on in people's lives, so we switched the night to Wednesday because another guy's doing it live instead of on Zoom. So anyway, yeah, it's been different.
Yeah,
anyway, one of the things I wanted to say, I hope my dog is going to be quiet for a minute, is that not only do you guys write beautiful music and lyrics that are deep and meaningful, but you take it to a level of intelligence that blows my mind. You take us on journeys, you take us, like I said earlier, on unexpected twists in a song, and like it's just brilliant. It's I just really love it, you know. One day I was exhausted and I could barely function. I was at my mom's and I was helping, and I was getting up at night to help her and stuff. I was so tired, but I was listening to Oh, I can't think right now. What's the one with your face in the pot of soup?
Oh, Harry Winslow.
Oh, Harry Winslow.
I was in the kitchen doing dishes and cleaning, and I was listening to Harry Winslow, and I started dancing while I was in the kitchen, even though I was exhausted. So I just have to tell you, you just like really affect me in such a good way, and I want to thank you for that.
That's wonderful. For what it's worth, I'm also a kitchen dancer.
Oh, that's true.
Well, I'm not always a kitchen dancer. You brought me to that place where I felt like doing it.
That's awesome. That's my kitchen dancing rubbing off, I guess. So.
Yeah, probably. He puts a lot of that into his songwriting.
If I play music that I love, I can dance in the kitchen anytime.
Yeah. Jill, every time we have the pleasure of talking to you, you always say something really sweet and something that like means a lot to us. And I just want to say thank you for joining us every time and for saying really nice things, because like there's a lot of things that get thrown around, but like, hey, I was going through something hard and that made me want to dance is like a pretty real moment.
Pretty big compliment. Yeah.
Did you have what's your dog's name?
Teddy.
Teddy.
Yeah, come here, Teddy.
Hey, Teddy.
Come here, say hi. Come here. This is my boy.
Hi, Teddy.
Yeah. He was like a Muppet. His hair was really long. And in order to have my daughter watch him when I went to Texas to take care of my mom, she said I had to have him groomed. And it was he's 2 years old the first time I had someone else groom him. And they cut him so short. I was like in shock.
No.
He looks handsome. Different guy now.
But he did. He looked like a Muppet. He looked like he had this crazy hair, and I absolutely love it that way. I'm going to let it grow back, but nobody knew he was a poodle because I let his hair grow as long as it wanted to grow and just kept maintaining it. And anyway, my daughter didn't want to have to do that when I was gone, so I let him have his hair cut.
No. He lost a few pounds like we're trying to do.
I actually give me his hair when it was cut because I do needle felting. I do sculptures with fiber.
Way.
Yeah, so I brought all his hair home, and I'm going to make something. I make sculptures out of wool and stuff. So I thought,
really
maybe I could, make a little teddy or something.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I also always do enjoy your fancy bookcase background.
That's
it always fools me.
It's fabric, yeah. It's because I do the Zoom meetings,
Yeah. Okay, Jill. Thank you so much for getting on with us. We're gonna move it on forward because we have to. But thank you again, and I'm sure we'll
talk soon, Jill.
Messaging really soon.
Good night.
Thank you, Jill.
So
Take care, Jill. Keith, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, real quick, right before I bring Keith on, I'm just saying, if you haven't pre-ordered Homesick, you can pre-order it below at that link. Please do so. It is imperative that you do if you want to support us so we can continue to keep doing this thing that we're doing. Okay, Keith, coming on. Welcome, Keith.
Hey,
nice shirt.
Yeah,
hey guys, how's it going?
How are you? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, my phone was saying that my microphone might be screwed up, and actually I want to start by saying hello to Dominic. The last time I was on a stream, I was looking at it on my phone, and I didn't see he had his hand up like he wanted to say something, and I talked like right past it, and I apologize.
It's okay. That's all right. I don't even remember. I remember us all having the conversation where this was the Dear Adeline launch, I believe, right?
Yeah.
We did one. That was the one we did. I think I was wearing a wig. We were wearing wigs, right?
You might have been.
I remember you in that.
Alec was.
Wig,
I was. Yeah. I don't remember, but anyway. So, no. When I saw your name up there, I was like, "Oh, Keith, right on." I don't remember the context of what we didn't get to discuss, but maybe I'll be more assertive this time if I do want to.
Keith, you're so thoughtful.
Yeah. The recap was I was just telling you guys how great you were the whole time, but. So yeah, I know you got a lot of people. I know you got a lot of people stacked up here, so I'm not going to yak up as much as I have in the past. I'm under the impression from from a post you guys had that you were maybe mining some music theory in the hopes of, you know, finding new sounds and taking music in a different direction. And like, I think a lot of what people hear in your stuff that may just come across as being, oh, wow, that's quirky, it's different. It's like, no, that's like a mode or a scale that maybe people aren't familiar with, type of thing. Anyway, just to get to the point of the stuff that you've gone through and tried, what mode or scale or what have you found from looking into music theory that has been like that is different but like the most accessible and natural sounding? I guess.
I love this question.
Me too.
We all have answers, I think.
Totally. I think that for me, like just the major taking major triads and learning all of the inversions, or any of your major and your minor, all the triad inversions just opened up guitar so much for me, and it was kind of like effortless how much it changed my playing. So that's one thing. Just learning your chord inversions is a good.
That's such a good answer. Sometimes like we get heady and we will try to find some obscure way of using a mode or modal interchange. But Sean's answer I think is cool, which is the major scale. The major scale is
major scale is cool.
It's so useful and people overlook the major scale really hard. But my answer is I don't want to cuck Brendan here, but like Lydian, I think like Lydian to me is just so close to major that it seems accessible, but that sharp four is just it gives it just a little bit of flavor, and what it means harmonically for your chords is really interesting. But it's not like trying to throw in, you know, something too wacky where it sounds so funky. Modes aren't something that I personally think of a lot when we're songwriting, just for what it's worth. A lot of times I am kind of playing I'm imagining myself playing in major, and then we were just talking about this the other day. This is way too long of an answer, but we were talking about this the other day where Under the Rug's music is kind of like grunge music or something. Like a lot of 90s music, you'll have a very soft verse, and then you'll come in really heavy for a chorus. I feel like what we do is we will hang on a really simple progression, 1s and 4s and 5s, very diatonic major kind of stuff. And then to break that tension, we'll use a modal interchange. So we'll take a chord outside of the key, and it doesn't matter what mode it's in, but just something that's surprising. And usually it's by ear over the top line. Like you'll throw the top line melody and reharm it with a chord that's unexpected underneath that top line melody. And all of a sudden you go from having this very catchy 1s and 5s and 4 verse, and then boom, your chorus has this reharm element that's so surprising. And as I'm talking about this, people are dropping. I'm watching the numbers dwindle.
Yeah, totally.
So Brendan, go ahead and answer.
You touched on it. I'll make this really quick. You touched on it, but basically what we've been experimenting more with lately, which isn't necessarily on Homesick, but it's kind of on the stuff we've been doing lately, is very simply, it's like Casey usually comes up with a melody, and then we use that melody, but then change the harmony that's happening underneath it. So we'll take the note that's happening in the melody and make it like the 7th of the chord, or use it as a different, not just the root note of the chord, and that is like gives it some flavor or gives it some dissonance, or it makes it unexpected to your ear because you're expecting to hear a certain thing, but then there's something else that's happening underneath it. And I think that makes music it can be interesting because it's against what you imagined or what you were expecting.
Yeah,
And
it has that effect of just sort of carrying you along, and it also has the effect of making you want to listen to it again,
right?
Because it connects the dots in such a way that you're kind of like, oh wow, I want to reset and do that again.
I know this melody. I've heard this melody a bunch, but now the chords underneath it are different. So it's like it's almost like putting that same melody in a different world. It's like you're approaching it from a different vantage or something, but you can still recognize the melody. So it's like I think that's really cool. But hopefully we don't do it.
I think it's absolutely cool. I think that it's also emotionally supportive. So just to kind of like reset everything, it's like you guys do these really brilliant lifts in your songs that have a great feeling to them, and like that's the sauce behind all everything that's going on. And I just think it's really clever. You guys really apply yourselves. You make great music, and can't wait for the new record. And I did buy mine today. So
did you?
Awesome. Yeah, well, I saw that.
Awesome.
Thank you for doing that,
Thanks,
Keith. Appreciate that.
I've said this before, Keith, but you're like one of the people that I think about when we're releasing or when we're writing new stuff. I'm like, I wonder what Keith is going to think.
Totally.
Well, just start plugging me in earlier to the demos. I'll start getting feedback.
Are you in the hideout?
I just joined today, as a matter of fact.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we have a demos folder in there.
I was listening to that before I got in the call.
Yeah, we're gonna do another dump of new demos that we have in there soon. So
yeah, we have so many since the last dump. So
I mean, I have tens of thousands of voice memos of just songs on the phone and anyway. So
yeah, cool. Hey guys, it was really great seeing you. I know some people want to go, so it's cool.
Oh, you're good.
Thanks, Keith. Good to see you.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for asking like a question for us, because that was
the nerd question.
Yeah, we wanted to.
Don't sell out. Keep making the good stuff.
Never. We're too far already.
Yeah.
Too far in it.
Yeah.
True.
Keith, thank you again. We'll
Thank
talk
you
soon.
guys.
Okay.
Good luck with everything.
Bye, Keith. Okay, we got to bring on Matt here now, who is one of our oldest fans, not in age, because he's one of the youngest, but one of the longest listeners of Under the Rug. People are just saying bye, Keith, which I think is very sweet. Okay, Matt, bringing you on. You ready? Very stinky. What's up,
Evening,
Matt?
boys. Evening, gentlemen. Happy
How are
November.
you?
Hey.
How are you guys
You have a
doing?
guitar?
Good. Whoa, it's a thin line telly.
Showing off the guitar.
Oh yeah.
I've been practicing my my David Gilmour "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" solos.
Very cool. Very cool.
So I know you guys probably have quite a few more people in queue, and we're 46 minutes over. So I just got some quick questions that are related to the album, mostly. So they'll be kind of like, I'm not expecting long answers, just like 1 or 2 sentences, honestly, is fine. Just the first one. Did you ever see, Casey, did you ever see the, hi, Nicole, did you ever see the submission I sent to you for the hand tattoo?
I did. Yeah. I think it was really cool.
That thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cardinal with the sunflowers.
It was a very like kind of rough sketch. I just did it while I was doing my calculus homework, and I saw that it's like first 50%. I'm like, oh shit, you know what? Calculus can wait.
Calculus homework.
Calculus can always wait.
Did you ever? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, here's what my thoughts on that. One, I think it's a really cool design, and I totally appreciate you sending it over, and that's super cool. For a hand tattoo, for me, I just feel a little funny if I were to tattoo my own song themes like on my own hand, because I feel like I would feel like egotistical if I did that for myself. But I think it's a really cool tattoo, but just maybe not for me, because that would be
because you wrote the song.
I would feel
like
weird.
They came out of your hand, those songs. That's what I was thinking. Because when you're
That's
playing,
true.
Well, it came out of a lot of you guys. So
that's really it is really cool. Yeah, and I wish I could articulate that in a way that didn't seem trite. Like on the spot,
Don't worry
but
about it.
I do mean it.
I also wish I could sketch shit like that when I'm doing my calculus homework.
Oh no. Like
really amazing.
I just put calculus on full pause, and I'm no artist by any means. I just did like line by line. I don't draw like straight lines or like all in one go. I like sketch all around. So
Oh, it looks like you gotta get it now, dude.
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like
you gotta
it.
get
Amanda's
that
calling
tattoo.
you out.
Yeah.
She's the rat queen. You have to
I
listen.
dare you.
So, anyways, this question, I don't think you probably expected this one, but whatever happened to the song Taxidermy?
Oh,
Taxidermy.
Wow.
I love that
Taxidermy-
song.
I do
Yeah.
love
that song.
that song.
Put that on a list. We need to remember to add that to the tour.
We have a
It is a good tour
recorded
song.
version of that song that I think came out really cool, but I think we had some differing opinions about that.
I thought it
Is
was
that
like
the one where we had the drums at the end?
yeah.
I love the song.
I love that
Because I
recording.
remember you
Nobody's
guys sent
heard
out
that.
an email about it, and I think you guys might have said you were thinking about putting on an album or a single, and I never heard again about it. And it
Yeah,
would pop
it's-
up every once in a while.
It's tough. I think a lot of the time, because we write like just like shotgun style. We'll write like a lot of tunes, and you're a musician. You probably feel this way too, where you write a whole bunch of tunes, especially if you're trying to keep up with it. Because I think writing tunes is like a muscle that I keep flexing, and if you stop for too long, it gets harder to start writing again. So we will write a bunch, and then we'll pick the ones that kind of go together.
Yeah.
And we'll put those on an album. And then all of these songs get slipped between the cracks, and unfortunately fans fall in love with certain ones, but it's like one fan here loves this one fan here loves this one, and
Just dump it on the Hideout. Put it in the
Yeah, I want to.
We should do that.
I just took a
that
second
would
to
be a
look
good
it up.
spot. I think.
I couldn't even find. I was looking it online. I couldn't find it. I want to. Now I want to go back.
You have to go through the emails. That's where I have it.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I played this song live before, but I don't.
I wanted to ask because I saw that Detroit was on the tour schedule. Am I correct?
You are.
When do you guys think you'll put out the dates for those?
They're still being worked out, honestly.
So the dates are figured out. They're pretty much set in stone. It's really,
but not the locations.
It's what the venues are.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So, for example, like Cleveland isn't giving us a lot of yeses right now, so we're looking at Akron, and so that's a 45-minute drive from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And
because
so,
I will drive with Logan, and I know he would be saying hi right now, but he is off backpacking Europe.
Nice. As you do.
But I will drive with him the 9 hours all the way down to Detroit to come
That's
see you
crazy.
guys.
That would be so awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm actually really, at first when we were planning this tour, I was like, okay, I mean, our biggest markets are in very East Coast, Florida, and then very West Coast. And so we were doing Midwest, and I was like, well, the markets are relatively small. We'll have some small shows. And at first that was making me nervous, but now I'm realizing a lot of the super fans are going to come out, and we're just going to get to kind of hang out with you guys, do some small shows.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're probably going to be like ripped in every direction by all these like little individuals, you know?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my stepmom, Annie. Hi, Annie. Thanks for joining. We got to do a California tour too.
I know.
Nice to get to see the family and stuff.
And you're going to come down for that one too, right?
You'll come down to California, right, Matt?
That's
30-hour drive. No big
Yeah, it's
deal.
only 30 hours.
You could do calculus while you're driving.
Yeah.
Just split it up in 2 days.
Don't tempt me. That's all I got to say. So third question would be, are the vinyls going to be serialized?
The test presses will be.
Because I remember you guys had spoken about serializing the vinyls on the last launch, but was that also only for the test presses?
Test presses are serialized. Non-test presses, it's hard to serialize vinyls sometimes because
they're fragile.
Yeah, you have an over-under, so some get like the third one will get scrapped, and then you use the fourth one, and you usually, anyways, you're usually serializing the actual vinyl itself. It's possible, but it costs a lot more money, and right now we're
No worries.
a little
No worries.
low on it. So,
yeah, I guess the answer is we might, but we haven't committed to that. Like, we didn't put that in the description of those vinyl.
Well, either way, I have my bundle, so I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Thanks
And
again,
then
dude.
last question, because in the spirit of Albert also coming on stream before, also because a lot of it's kind of like a debate. What does the song mean?
Which song?
Which one?
Before the Law.
Before the Law.
Oh,
what does it mean?
What does it mean?
I need an answer from
So-
one of you.
So I would get the Trial by Franz Kafka, and I would read it, and then it'll make much more sense. That's my answer.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help anyone.
There you go.
It doesn't help you, that's for
Okay,
sure.
wait. Can you say it again at least so I can?
The Trial by Franz Kafka. Nope. Is he
Did he
gone?
leave?
Did he leave, or is he writing it down in a notepad?
He hated that answer.
He hated that answer. He's like, screw you guys.
No, I went to another tab to quickly write it down so I wouldn't forget it.
If you want to, if you want to talk about it at any point in the Discord, that would be a very good place to discuss.
I will do that. When are you guys on the Discord? Like in the live thing?
It's pretty random and sporadic.
Okay.
Yeah,
to be
it's
honest.
tough because right now we probably get, I would say, at least 1,000 or so comments a day, and then we'll get maybe a couple hundred messages between platforms, and then
there's email.
And then email is probably 50 or so a day.
Isn't it so hard being successful?
Well, success is measured in many different ways.
How many emails you get?
Yeah, how many emails you get is a funny
measurement.
Metric is what I'm looking for. Anyways, we're an hour and 56 minutes. We're trying to keep this to an hour. So unfortunately, Matt, dude, we love you. Thank you for jumping on.
No problem. Thank
let's
you for
talk
having
about read the trial and let's talk about it. It's very much what Pale King, that record, is about.
We can talk about it in the
All right.
Discord chat.
Yep.
If I ever am there at the same time. Anyways, have a good night, and I will kick myself. Adieu.
Nice.
Okay, I know they've been waiting for it. Ashley and Elsie have been waiting.
We
this
gotta
whole
bring
time.
them on.
I
I'm
could see
sorry it
Elsie
took so
like getting
long,
like
you
antsy
guys.
too. She's like, please.
She's like 2
Okay.
hours.
Yeah, see you are.
Cool shirt.
Whoa, that's a cool shirt.
It's a cool shirt. Cool shirt. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not doing it.
Your shirt's it's cool too.
Sorry, we were just wrestling, and
How are you two?
yeah, we're good. I mean, it's like 3:30 in the morning here, so I am going to be suffering.
Oh my god!
I'm going to be
we should
suffering
have
big
had
time
you
in the
on
morning.
First, so you could go to bed.
You should have asked. Oh man, I feel so bad, you guys, but you stayed up. This is amazing. Thank you. That's so
We
sweet.
had to, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to.
Oh, well, thank you very much,
Oh my
Elsie.
God,
We
that's so
appreciate it. Did you guys
So-
have a question for us?
Have you got a question?
No, you ask your question first, because I know you have the amazing.
I've asked questions before. Her first question was going to be, "What's your favourite colour?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, what's your question?
Okay. No, you tell them your question. I need to. I can't.
You need to collect your thoughts. I understand.
Yeah, I had a feeling this might happen.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay.
What's your favorite music video that you did?
Oh,
That we did?
like ever? Our
Yeah.
favorite music video ever.
No,
I
that
think-
we did.
That we
Yeah,
did.
you guys did.
That we
I
did.
think my favorite was when we did the video for On and On way
Oh my
back in
God.
the day. and we had a
That
guy
is a
named Chuck
terrible
Spittler
video.
play a superhero, and we had to. Who dressed up as the dragon flying through the sky? I don't remember.
One of
I
us.
got
Have you
to wear
seen that one? By any chance?
mustaches and
No,
hair.
no. We've
so
got to watch
good.
that one now.
That one's
It's so
pretty
good.
silly.
It's very silly. It's a terrible music video.
It's so
very
bad. It was
bad.
back from before we knew what we were doing.
I liked it. That's
But-
one of my favorites too.
But we had anyway, it doesn't matter. We had a guy who was on Tim and Eric's show. If you've ever seen the Tim and Eric show. Anyway, he
No.
it's a funny show and he's a funny guy. And he's actually what's interesting is he was the king at a Renaissance fair every year. And he was there he is, Chuck Spittler. Anyways,
I like how you just have that.
he dressed up. He dressed
It's on my
up.
wall.
He was a washed up superhero. That's what he was. So he was eating a sandwich and spilling it all over himself, and he was funny.
Yeah, I had
That
a
was
lot
a
of
fun
fun
one.
dressing up. We were on a TV in the background of the music video, and the channels were changing. So each new scene, Casey, Brendan, or I have a different wig or costume on.
We
And
did
then-
like a private investigator one where we
all have mustaches
mustaches.
and fake guns.
Weather reporters or something like that, newscasters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, my least favorite one was the cake one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever tried to eat a whole cake
While singing.
while singing, but you don't feel very good. Okay. You don't want to eat a whole cake at once. You want to eat small parts of the cake.
I remember you after that shooting that and just going, oh.
Yeah, you were sick.
So
I ate
sick.
so much cake.
Another funny story is that Casey's girlfriend Lane made that cake, and it was like this 3-layer crazy tier, and we just needed it for the picture, right? But then we got bonus cake, and then right when we were all about to dig in, Casey just eats it all. Luckily, it turned into a music video, but yeah,
it was a beautiful cake to like decimate.
Yeah.
Didn't Alec like run his finger through the cake before we even took the picture? We had to like resculpt the
Yeah,
cake.
I think he
and
ran
stuff
his finger. I was like, what are you
We're
doing,
like, what
dude?
are you doing? We're about to take a picture with this, and we had to like take a butter knife or something and like cover up the
Smooth
finger
back over.
scoop out of the side.
I don't remember that, but that would have drove me crazy.
Things we do for fame.
I think so. It's not out yet, but I think my favorite is obviously Turkey Vulture.
Turkey Vulture, yeah.
It's coming out soon. In
February.
So it'll be in February or January.
February.
Yeah.
You have something to look forward to. There's more costumes.
It is.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to that for a while.
We have
very good.
We have
Very
an
funny.
oatmeal fight. Me and Dom.
Yep.
We're throwing oatmeal at each other in slow motion.
Yep.
So
that's all we're gonna say. That's all we're gonna say. Contextually, we can't ruin it anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna let you go now because we really gotta go. No?
Let's hear it.
You are.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear that. Something that you can say over your fence.
Yes.
So
basically.
I'm crap at whispering, apparently.
I'm going to tell all my friends this when I get back to school.
You're gonna tell, oh, that's awesome.
That would be so cool if we had like a bunch of new Under the Rug fans that were all
mini rats.
Yeah,
mini rats.
Mini rats.
All in oversized Under the Rug shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I've got to try and get this one to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck.
Do your thing,
Yeah,
you guys.
no, it's not
thanks
happening.
Thanks for
Right.
staying up this late.
Bless you guys. Yeah, we had to, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
We'll talk
So,
to you soon.
That's amazing.
nice one. Cheers, guys. I shall see you all soon.
We'll see you soon.
Take
You
care.
guys finally get to
See you
meet,
later.
okay? I'll see you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
I'll see.
Oh my God.
So cute.
Precious. Precious.
That was really cute.
That was really cute. Okay, everybody, it's been a long live stream, much longer than we anticipated. And unfortunately,
sorry, I dropped the ball on the time.
It's all
We're having too much fun.
No, it's great. I just would like to say one more time here that if you have any extra room in your pocketbooks and you would like to support an indie band, the link here is below. Please do pre-order this record. It would mean a lot to us, and it keeps us going until spring when we hopefully get on the road and meet so many of you.
That'd be so cool.
In the meantime, though, we are oh my God, Kathy did such a good drum.
Oh my God, I love her drum kit. She has like the coolest drums ever.
That's the green sparkle.
Dude,
Ludwig.
Don't pre-order, just send me your drum set, and that would be great if you could just mail that to us.
So many of you stayed on so late with us, so many of the super fans, just to hang out. And I know that a lot of you, it's very late for you. And just at least from me here, this has been a pretty long road to get here for us. And we've had to do a lot of overcoming personal shortcomings and learning and pushing against. I mean, friends are getting married and having kids, and we're still in this band. And for you guys to be staying up late with us and giving us this much attention and supporting us in this way means more than I could possibly say right now. And so when I changed the Instagram bio recently to say, hey guys, this is, you guys are as much a part of this band as we are, really mean it. I feel like there are little windows of moments where it's like, oh my God, like there's a really cool community around this thing. People are really here rooting for us and being part of this thing. Oh my God. Yep. And it's really wonderful to get to know you all. So thank you so much for sharing your time with us on this crazy, impossible planet as a weird, evolved, hairless ape species, or semi-hairless, depending on if you've shaved recently or not. But we love you. You guys are awesome. You guys are literally responsible for making our dreams come true, and we hope that we can make yours come true too. So with that, I would like to say, screw you all. Order our album. Okay. All right. We love you guys. Any parting words, or you guys good on that note?
I think you said it all.
Perfect. We love you guys. Until next time.
Thank you.
Till we dead. This has been Under the Rug. Thank you again, and good night.
Good night.